there's an old saying, perhaps an old question. I'm sure it probably is in a song somewhere, and it is this. Do you know what time it is? Yeah, what time is it? What time should we be about? What should we do right now at this time? Well, unfortunately, Time Magazine doesn't know what time it is, and they made a decision about the person of the year. And unfortunately, I think they got it wrong. And I would like to tell you who should be the people of the year. It should be, indeed, the people of the mask. If you'll give me just 10 to 12 minutes on this Monday, can I tell you the story? I'm Stan Houston. The program is about ideas and influence and impact and true income. The Creator Entrepreneur Podcast begins right now. And I thank you for taking time on this Monday late afternoon, maybe flowing into Tuesday morning. It's quite a time. Obviously, all kinds of things are going on, and this is a significant week in many ways. And we would like to just make a few comments and say a little prayer about something that has happened and hopefully will happen this week, which is about people being very, very good at all of the things that go into being creative entrepreneurs. Well, first of all, let's talk about Time Magazine. They really blew it. Now, many of you know Time Magazine isn't quite the magazine it used to be. In fact, most magazines and newspapers aren't what they used to be. But for years, I mean many, many years, Time Magazine at this time of the year always had what they called the Man of the Year. And it was supposed to be a person, and it didn't have to be someone who had been good or done well or was being honored. It just simply, who is the person who's most affected in some way the events and the things that are happening in the year. Now, generally, they tried to find someone who had done something positive or something that would be good and significant, but not always. They stuck to it. Well, the person of the year, of course, had to replace the man of the year, and so for many years, it has been the person of the year. And then, from time to time, then it's the people of the year. And then they've had some strange things where it wasn't either a people or a person. It was more of a project or even a thing, maybe a machine like the computer or something like that, that would be of the year. Well, this year they decided, for some reason, that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris should be the person of the year. Maybe they're kind of together. Maybe they are. Well, no matter what your feelings about Donald Trump or Joe Biden, if either one of them got it, and obviously one of them did, I think it was the wrong choice. It was profoundly the wrong choice, and how could they miss it? We talked about this in church on Sunday, and the pastor reminded us all that the people of the year are the people of the mask. For sure. Just think about that. Now, we're not talking about those of us who go around occasionally wearing a mask because of the COVID situation. But ever since this thing began, there have been hundreds and thousands and perhaps millions of people who've not only had to wear a mask, they've had to wear a hood, and they've had to wear outer garments because they are the people who are dealing with this terrible COVID crisis. They are the ones putting in long hours, exhausting hours, dangerous hours, risking their own lives in many cases to try and help and care for and heal others. Now, I know a number of people who've gone through the COVID, and 3 of them went through some really bad times. I mean, it was touch and go. It was not just I'm not feeling good, or it's upsetting to me. I mean, these people were in ICU stuff, and they were in the vulnerable category. They made it. They're okay now. They're going to see the new year. And when I think of how people suffer and even how they die, you kind of die by suffocation. And so 3,000 people a day. And that means that thousands of people are involved in caring for these people and trying to save their lives till the very end. And on this very day, this very 14th of December, we are told that the trucks have started rolling and that the vaccine is on the way, and it's been announced that the people who will be the first people to be given the opportunity to have it are exactly the people who should have it. Not necessarily the powerful and the connected, but it'll be those people, the people of the mask. And those are the people we should honor profoundly. The people of the mask. They are the individual persons, the groups of people who have done the most to help us get through, and we will eventually get through this. It's still, unfortunately, a long battle. Like one of my friends said, we thought this would be over by Easter, at the latest. And now we're into a full year of it, and it doesn't look like the end is in sight. However, thanks to even more people, not necessarily the people of the mask we're talking about, but obviously the people who had the foresight to put this project together, and usually the creation and the fabrication and the testing of a vaccine, well, it's a 3 to 5 year thing. And here we are, within a year, something that we believe will work. Now, it's still touch and go. We had the experimental tests, but now we will be doing the real stuff, and we will see. How right did we get it? Were there other effects that we weren't thinking about? Is there something in this vaccine that we don't know about that might show itself later that makes it a more difficult and a contingent vaccine? All of those things we don't know. Oftentimes I've taught people to remember that the only thing they can be certain of is they can't. That's right. Uncertainty reigns. What's going to happen to our business? We don't know. Should we make goals and plans for the new year like we usually do? Should we do a strategic plan? Well, we all know now that old line is, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. And even more so, at least in popular culture, was John Lennon's line. And I remember when he died almost 40 years ago this month. Life is what happens while you're making other plans. Well, we still should have hopes and dreams and visions, because that's what we are made for. But let's just remind ourselves that we need to fully thank and believe and honor as truly people of the year those men and women that you know personally, and those who you just simply have an obligation of thanks to them all. It's time to say the true people of the year, and maybe the true people for a long time, forever, are the people of the mask. And so I honor them as such. I'm Stan Houston. The program is The Creator Entrepreneur. It's about ideas, and we just gave you one, and about impact, obviously. It's about having great influence, and about income, the true things that can come to us. But I have a challenge for you, and then will you join me in a prayer? challenge. What if you were in charge of the decision of the person of the year? Now, how about just for you? I would encourage you right now to sit down and make a list of some of the people who would be on your person of the year list. Maybe even rank them if you want. Who would be the person in your life, in your business, who would truly qualify to be, for you right now, the person of the year? Think about that. Do you think anybody might put you on their list as the person of the year? Think about that. Let it sit on your head for a while. And then perhaps, why don't you just write a note to them? A handwritten note. Forget the email. And why don't you just tell them that you have decided that they are truly, for you, the person of the year. And you want to thank them and express your love and gratitude and your appreciation. And you wish them all the best for the year. Can you do that? Would you do that? And then something else. Would you pray for them? Let's do that. I'll be back. Indeed, it's time to say a prayer, a very simple prayer for the people of the mask. We do celebrate the vaccine. We hope and pray and work that it will work. But right now, let's do something that we know makes a difference. You see, whenever you pray, something happens. It may not be all the things you want to have happen, but something happens. And so would you join me in, on today, a simple prayer of gratitude and thanks to the people of the mask. Lord God of the universe, the creator of all things, the inspirer of grace and mercy and peace and understanding, today we bring before you those people who are on the front lines, who deal with all the stuff and the mess and the dirtiness of disease and terrible death. And they do it to protect us, to help heal us, to help bring peace of mind to us all. And they pay the price. Please make them strong. Give them more courage than they ever thought possible. Give them understanding and wisdom that, hey, they will need, and they will need even more. And we ask that you'll protect them and preserve their life and the lives of their family and friends and those people who associate with them as they come back daily from the duties they do. God bless them. Bless them mightily. Make this be a year of true prosperity for them. We do pray for and honor on this day the people of the mask. Thank you for doing that. I'm Stan Houston. All the best and blessings to you. Let's do that a lot this month. Bye for now.